people, and it's like a pyramid scheme of bringing in multi-millions of dollars.
And then there are people like you who probably don't have that kind of wealth, but they get you for cheap labor.
Cheap labor, and they put a value on me. What can Dave do to help bring in money? Period. You know, it's very sad.
So what are you going to do now?
What am I going to do now? Well, after leaving there, it was very, very disturbing. I was called an enemy on Facebook by an executive at Narconon. A few hours after I left, I was named an enemy. With that goes fair gaming. And you're well aware of what fair gaming is, Gerry. And what the policy is deprival of property, injury by any means, trickery, suing, lying, or destruction have been pursued throughout and to this day with the fullest possible vigor. So once Stu Chubb put this on my Facebook, I went down into a further spiral of the harassment that I'd already received at Narconon. And I ended up in an emergency in the hospital for 2 days. And then I ended up in a crisis center for 10 days to receive therapy to get some of this mind control programming out of me so I could actually cope in society. And it was a horrible, horrible experience. I still don't sleep well to this day. It's not good. I'm seeing a doctor at the Allen Memorial Institute now. He sees me once a month. And thank God for him, because he's helped me a lot. And that was because Mike Rothfeld from InfoSec in Montreal, that you referred to me, Gerry, that you referred me to him. He's helped a lot. And you know, you've just been an awesome friend in helping me with this. I couldn't have done it. It's amazing. So what am I going to do now? I guess since the government is taking over a lot of it, with the Quebec Human Rights Commission are moving forward with the case of discrimination against me. The Normes de Travail in Quebec, which is similar to the Labour Relations Board, they're going forward with a psychological harassment case. And the CSST, which is the WCB, because it's not only physical harm that you receive on a job site, but if you receive mental harm due to harassment and in the workplace, then you're entitled to the workers' compensation, and that compensation will end when you are healthy again. And they're going forward with their case too. And there's other avenues in government where they're moving forward. You know, I did meet with the SQ Intelligence Police for a 2-hour interview. And there is a lot of stuff going on right now that I didn't ever expect to get involved in. I really had no idea when I left there. And it's unbelievable. It's difficult. It's stressful. I want to be in Vancouver. I want to live here with my children. But I'm flying back to Montreal on Tuesday night. And I'm going to stick it out until it is done. It's finished.
Excellent.
That's all there is to it, you know?
I tell you, it's been very exciting for me, and very scary, of course, because I was certain that, you know, it's a good chance you were an op. You knew the subject so extremely well.
A plant. That's what Narconon thought. I was a plant there.
Oh, jeez.
No, but yeah.
But you know, I followed this part of your career, and it's been exciting, and it's been, you represent a serious problem to this organization, and it's especially good that it's happening here in Canada.
Yeah. Again, I got to thank Anonymous, because, you know, when I went to Heenan and Blakey, their Skylon lawyer firm, one of the biggest in Canada, 500 members, I went into their office. They expected me to sign a release form that would take away my chartered rights of freedom of speech and expression. And because of the advice I got from some legal from around the world and from people who knew, there was another release form drafted, and I went to their office and I presented that to them. And I walked out there without signing their release or receiving any money or check. When I left that office, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was broke. I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent or anything. I really didn't know. And I wanted to come back and see my kids. I got home and I checked my email. And there was a PayPal email from somebody in Anons, $1,000.
Hallelujah.
Anyway, 2 more came in a couple of days, and I knew I'd done the right thing. It was incredible. I mean, this person didn't know me, never met me. He just wanted to help. So I just left it in God's hands, and I said, okay, keep moving forward, keep doing it. It must be right. It must be the right thing. Just keep speaking the truth, be honest, and that's all you need to do, David. And if they want to come after me and attack my credibility, I've really written it on the forum. This is what I used to do. I was not a good guy. I was an addict. I did crimes. I've paid for those. And I've made restitution. And I may have to make up for those for the rest of my life. Perhaps this is why I'm doing this. Who knows? But I think it'll help people. I really do. Because since I have spoken out, the more people have come out and spoke, and they're supporting me. I receive emails 24 hours a day. And I'm very, very grateful. Very, very grateful. And it's nice to be here in Vancouver, especially with my family. I mean, I haven't seen my kids in 15 months because when I was at Narconon, they had me write a disconnection letter. It's a very suppressive thing. You have to disconnect from your family because they're affecting you in a PTS condition. I said, what the heck are you talking about? Well, they're not really for Narconon. They're against it in one way, shape, or form. So you can't talk to them, or otherwise you're going to have accidents and be sick. And I said, what are you talking about? No, that's not true. And I never would do that part of the program. I never did do that part of the program. I was a rebel in that part, and I never would do it. I didn't do it. I refused. And they shut my program down for 3 days. I went for several interviews, and I said, I'm not doing it, because that's not what I believe. Sure, I believe that stress from the outside can lower your immune system, absolutely. And you may get sick because of it. But only and every time and all just because of that? No, that's not true. I love my family, and no. And I'm connected with my family again. I'm going to stay connected with my family because my family is standing beside me shoulder to shoulder just like you and everybody else in this room.
And hey, thanks for coming out today. And you know,
my pleasure.
Our little monthly protest in beautiful Vancouver. You know, sorry the weather couldn't be more perfect, but it was a lot of fun and just great to see you here.
Yeah, and some of the people who have relapsed are in Vancouver here, and they want me to visit them. I'm a very trusted friend, and I love them, they love me, and they just need a hug and me to listen to them a little bit. And that's all. And I love doing that. I like listening to them, and they know I love listening to them because when they're talking to me, they're the only person in the room. And they appreciate that. They feel like they're worth something. They feel like they're valued. That's all they want, and a hug. And maybe shed a tear with them. That's what it's all about. It's not Scientology, science fiction, garbage.
Yeah, you got it. That's it. It's the human deal.
Thanks, Gerry. Okay?
Well done.
Thank you. It's okay?
What did we get there?
So,
20 minutes. Okay.
Wow.
you're my